Welcome back, music students. This is really the third video in a series intended for beginners learning music theory in general or beginners learning keyboard and piano. Okay, so today's goal is just to learn your first major scale. We'll talk a little bit about naturals versus sharps and flats, and we'll talk about all the note names, like which note is which with a specific letter name finally today. Okay, so we're going for the simplest major scale, which is the C scale. I chose it for a reason, and I'll tell you why in a second. Out of all the 12 notes that we know exist, which one is called C? It's going to be this one right here. Okay, so I'll label it so that I can make it clear. Anytime we find that spot on the road map in a different octave, then we found a C. So if you know one C, you know all of the C's, because I've already taught you how to find those octaves, right? So we can play any C's that we want to on the keyboard as long as we can find our octaves. Let me label a few more so you're crystal clear about where that C actually is. Okay, you can see it now on the screen. The C major scale is the first one I want you to know because it's the easiest to learn, because it has all white keys. So we're going to play this C. We're going to play all the white keys in between until we get to C again. And that's our C major scale, y'all. It's that easy. The white keys are all called natural notes. The C major scale is the only one with all natural notes. That's why we chose it, okay? The black keys are going to be sharps and flats. So today's scale is just the first scale that has all natural notes only. All right? A few more pieces of information you should really know is that every major scale has 7 scale degrees. And that's going to help us to understand the rest of our letter names quickly and easily. The 8th note is the octave, right? Like octagon, 8 sides. The 8th note is our octave. So there's really only 7 scale degrees, okay? Now, because of that, we're only going to need 7 letters of the alphabet to name all the notes on the keyboard, okay? So the trick here is the alphabet goes forwards as we play higher. A, B, C. Okay, let me make that visually clear to you. And it's just going to keep going forwards in order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. After G, we come right back to A. So let me prove that here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then we have octave A's, right? Matching A notes. Okay? So there's 7 scale degrees in any major scale or any minor scale too. There's 7 letter names to know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And now we know that the C scale is the only one with all natural notes. So as long as we can identify where a C is at, then we can easily play a C major scale. Okay, and that's really all there is to the C major scale. What I want you to take away from this is to start memorizing some of those letter names, starting with C, because I want you to find your C, I want you to find your octave, and I want you to play your C scale. Right? That's going to help teach your ear what a major scale sounds like. That's going to help you start to learn your letter names, especially just C at first. If you can memorize all of them in one day, great. But just start by memorizing one letter name. You know, with a keyboard that has no marker written on it, can you find the C note? Find that C, find that octave, play that scale, and we're off to a good start. We also talked about naturals are the white keys, sharps and flats are the black keys. That's it for today's video. We'll go a little further next time. Thanks for watching, y'all.